so we're checking bullet depth for the 300 Blackout. I'm using a 110 grain Hornady soft point. It's a fairly short bullet, so it doesn't want to sit very deep into the brass case in order to get the overall length that we look for. And the overall length here for the SAMI specs tells you that you can't go beyond 2.26 inches. So right now I've just barely seated the 110 in there, and I'm already at 2.1, so I'm well below the maximum overall length. But when you look at the bullet by itself next to what I've seated so far, you can tell that the bullet is just barely in the brass. So we're gonna have to seat that a little deeper, just because that's not in there very much. Plus, in addition to that, when you load the magazine, I've got a 20 round magazine here. When you put this big old fat bullet in there, snap it into place, excuse me, right here at the shoulder, you'll notice as the bullets get pushed down into the magazine, you're going to see the bullet tip this way to the right. That's because there's some ribs here in the side of the magazine that are sticking out on the inside. Excuse me. And they're going to push the bullet over. And this can, so I've heard, cause some feeding issues and maybe not feed properly in the gun. So what we need to do is we need to seat this bullet. Man, excuse me guys, getting over bronchitis. So what we need to do is we need to take this bullet, seat it a little bit further back, get a little bit more of the bullet in the neck of the brass, and therefore keep that from actually touching that little rib at the magazine. That way it keeps the round nice and straight in the magazine.
One bullet.
All right, good job. Let's do another. $22.21. $22.79. $23.16.